So today we're sitting down with Minister for Innovation, Matt Kean. Thanks for sitting down with us, Matt.
Ash, thanks for having me on the program.
Thank you. So Matt, there's been some pretty big changes in the residential tenancy space that are going to impact property investors and tenants in New South Wales. And you've been the man at the centre of most of these changes. So can you tell us a little bit about them?
So basically our focus is on making life better and fairer for renters right across New South Wales. So we've reviewed the Residential Tenancy Act in New South Wales to make sure that it's working and fit for purpose. And it's been a big challenge because we need to get the balance right between the needs of tenants and also the rights of landlords. So that's been the huge challenge. We've just done it, and there are a number of reforms which we've introduced. So for example, we've introduced reforms that mean victims of domestic violence can break a lease without any fees or break lease fees, which is a big step forward for very vulnerable people. So that's a great thing. In addition to that, we want to make sure that tenants can make their house into their home. And the way that we're doing that is enabling them to make minor alterations. So for example, installing fly screens, locks, windows, things like that, be able to hang picture hooks to make, as I said, a house a home. So these are some of the improvements we've made to help renters in New South Wales, but by the same token, also looking after landlords by protecting some of their rights also.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. So what brought about these changes and why did you bring them to Parliament?
Yeah, look, renting is becoming an increasing, form of home residency in New South Wales. In fact, about a third of people rent in this state. So we haven't reviewed the laws for a while. We undertook a review of the laws to make sure that they were still working and fit for purpose. That review found that there were some amendments that could be made. So another example is around dispute resolution. Right now, if you're a tenant or a landlord and there's a dispute, you have to go through the NCAT process. We're giving now fair trading the powers to be able to resolve those disputes. So if you're a tenant, you don't have to spend your time and your money going through the court process, and that's a great win, and also provides certainty for landlords as well, so everyone knows what the playing field is.
Yeah.
So these are some of the improvements that we've made, as I said, to make life better and fairer for renters, but also to provide more certainty for landlords in New South Wales.
Yep, absolutely. So when are all of these changes coming in place?
So we've passed legislation that's already gone through the Parliament, and these laws will come into effect as soon as possible.
Okay, fantastic. So what do you see as the top benefit for a tenant and the top benefit for a property owner?
Well, I think, as I said, for a tenant, improve dispute resolution processes, being able to turn a house into their home by being able to paint walls and hang picture frames and put fly screens on, things like that. And also looking after vulnerable people. So victims of domestic violence will no longer have to pay a break fee or additional fees and charges if they are caught up in a violent situation, have to remove themselves. So that's a great win for tenants. For landlords, again, it's providing more certainty. There are still the protections in place for property owners in New South Wales. We haven't tinkered with them. We think we've got the balance right between the needs of property owners and also the rights of tenants.
Yep. And so what tip would you give a landlord to help themselves navigate through these changes and get more information if they need it?
Yeah, look, always jump on the Fair Trading website or call Fair Trading Direct on 13 32 20. We've got experts that have all the information to support people that are interested in the new law changes and what their rights and responsibilities are. So contact Fair Trading, jump on the website, and all the information will be available.
Perfect, excellent. So if you're part of our ecosystem or you just like to learn more about these changes that are coming up and how they might impact you, jump on our blog at www.proper.com.au/blog, or feel free to give us a call at any time.